Hello, callers. Welcome back to Viva Barca. Welcome to another interesting episode where we are going to be discussing on the latest stories. We start with Lamine Yamal, as it has been reported that the Barca prodigy is set to renew a contract for 5 years at Barcelona, as manager Xavi bet on him for the first team. We are going to be discussing on that as we move ahead. Then, secondly, talking about this Brazilian prodigy by name Andrey Santos. Of course, he's currently a Chelsea player on loan, as it has been reported that Chelsea are not negotiating with Barca, because there have been reports lately claiming that Barca are still pushing and they are negotiating with Chelsea for a potential sale for the player. We are also going to be discussing on that. So guys, as we get right into the stories in much detail, please, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, endeavor to hit the subscribe button. Turn on the post bell notification to always stay notified whenever I post a new video. Consider liking the video and please watch it right up to the very end. Lamine Yamal is regarded as one of the most talented young prospects coming through the youth ranks at FC Barcelona. Just 15 years of age, the forward made his first team debut for the Blaugrana when he came on as a substitute against Real Betis and almost scored a goal. Yamal's qualities and potential are not lost on Barca and several other bigwigs in Europe. Indeed, with the youngster soon set to turn 16 and becoming eligible to sign his first professional contract, teams across the continent have been sniffing around. As such, Barcelona have acted quickly and are now hoping to tie him down to a new long-term contract with improved wages to ensure that he stays at the club. As reported by Mundo Deportivo, Barcelona have already sent a 5-year contract offer to Yamal through his agent, Jorge Mendes, with an improvement in his salary. With an agreement expected to be closed, the Catalans hope to officially announce the renewal when the teenager turns 16 on July 13. Manager Xavi Hernandez has high hopes for the young gem and sees him as a generational talent. In fact, despite his age, the manager is ready to bet on Yamal and wants him in the first team dynamics for the upcoming season. The idea would be for Yamal to train and play with the seniors and future for the subsidiary team when not involved with the first team, so as to continue his development. A versatile operator, Yamal is a right winger by trade, but can also operate as a false nine, which could come in handy for the Blaugrana, especially if the club are successful in offloading Ansu Fati or Ferran Torres, or even both. Either way, a 5-year contract for Yamal would be a great move that would ensure that the teenage wonderkid's long-term future is tied to the club. Of course, Lamine Yamal have been a great player. Of course, he has been making waves in the subsidiary team for Barca to the extent where Xavi has really admired the player, calling him for training sessions to play with the senior team. It's a great step in his career. Last season, we saw Yamal made a single appearance towards the end of last season. That was against Real Betis at Spotify Camp Nou, and I think he played exceptionally well in his debut, and he almost scored a goal in what could have been, an astonishing debut for the 15-year-old. So Barcelona are really excited about the prospect of the player, and new reports are claiming that the Blaugrana are opting to, extend his contract. In fact, give him a first contract, professional contract for that matter, for 5 years. Of course, the law is when you are 16 years old, that is the only age upwards that you are liable to, you are eligible to have a professional contract. And Barca couldn't afford that because Yamal is still 15 years old, but he will be 16 by July 13. And of course, from there, Barca will present the 5-year offer to the player's agent, Jorge Mendes. Barca want to keep him for a very long time. He has a very bright future. He's still young, and Barcelona have high hopes. And I think if Xavi can start showing the faith and start making use of these homegrown talents, I think it's a great step forward, because these players, they play with your heart. Those are players in the home. They play with everything they got. They don't play for the sake of money. They play because they love the club, no matter how it is. So Lamine Yamal, we hope that he stays, like he accepts the offer that Barca want to make, and of course he stays for a very long time at the club so that we can get to see the brilliance of the flip of the player who have been showing a lot of qualities, and of course he, from the look of things, he have earned the trust of manager Xavi Hernandez, which is very, very important. When the players start getting the trust of the manager from the board, then it means that there is something that they have seen in him that he's going to bring to this team. So let's see how next season is going to be like. Of course, we don't expect him to play just a single game like how he did last season, because right now, if Barca offer him that 5-year contract and he accepts, then of course he will be a senior team player, and Barcelona will now be betting on him to play for some important games next season, which will help him to build his experience and you know, his rhythm in the game. And of course, it's going to be very important to see how he performs next season. Then moving on to the next story of discussion. According to Fabrizio Romano, Chelsea are not in negotiations with any club over the sale of Andrey Santos. The player has recently returned from his loan spell at Vasco da Gama and has been attracting a lot of interest. Barcelona were among the clubs keen on securing the services of the young star this summer, although the Catalans were interested in Santos even during the January transfer window. Chelsea beat them to the chase and loaned the player back to Vasco da Gama until the end of last season. With Chelsea undergoing many changes this summer, Barcelona have reignited the pursuit of Santos, hoping that the young star might consider leaving Stamford Bridge in favour of a more sporting prospect in Catalonia. The club's new sporting director Deco is a great admirer of Santos, while Xavi Hernandez himself had given the approval for the move. Barcelona had even started negotiations to sign the young star this summer, according to Lucas Pedrosa. Chelsea, though, appeared to have no desire to negotiate with any clubs. Their new coach Mauricio Pochettino wants to assess the 19-year-old young star during pre-season. The club also believes he is the future of the team. Following the departure of Sergio Busquets, Barcelona are desperate to sign a replacement this summer. Barca's late pursuit of Santos hinted that the club are looking for alternative to top target Oro Romeo, who is set to cost 8 million euros in the market. Given his age and the potential he has shown in his native Brazil, Andrey Santos fits the bill well. But with Chelsea unwilling to sanction an exit, Barca must continue to look at other options in the transfer market. So guys, with that, we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time, bye bye.